Well, I'm up again. And sure, I watched Wedding Rings, and it was good. You know, for mature, which means you get to see boobs, um, harem cartoon. It's actually quite good. I'm surprised it's only rated 4.5, actually. I think it's better than that. But, you know, obviously, when you get super haremy, then you're going to limit the amount of people who give you 5 stars, I guess. I think it's a good cartoon. I like it. But today is Saturday, and Saturday is a late day for cartoons. We're going to explain exactly what that means right now. So, there are, in fact, a lot of cartoons on Saturday that I want to watch. At some point, I stopped watching Firefighter Daigo Rescuer in Orange. But coming out at I might watch Bucci Giri. I got some Bucci Giri left ahead of me. I only watched the first 2 episodes of it. But I got 4 episodes that to catch up on. In theory. If I wanted to. But really, the next one I really want to watch doesn't come out till 9:30. That's Solo Leveling. Then Blue Exorcist at 10. Apothecary Diary at 10:45. Strongest Tanks Labyrinth Raids. A tank with rare 9999 resistance got kicked out from Heroes Party is at 11. And then at 11:30 there's Kingdom, which I really enjoy. And then at 12:30 Mash versus Mashal Magic and Muscles, the Divine Visionary Candidate Exam arc, or the one thereafter starts today. The new arc of it starts today. That's at 12:30. So obviously I've got a lot of cartoons coming up today, but none of them are out yet. So I have to kill a little bit of time. I was thinking about making myself a bowl of delicious pot roast that I have cooking in the crock pot right now. But you might enjoy a bowl of that as well. It's been cooking since yesterday afternoon, I guess, late morning. So it's like we're coming up on 24 hours cooking time here in a few hours, which I think means it'll be nice and tender. It'll be tender like me, because I'm a very tender boy. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's true. I am a very tender boy, and I have the spirit of boyhood in my heart. That's what I'm looking at. Now you can see what I'm looking at and enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it. While I initiate Operation Health Tube Senior, which I hope will provide us all a morsel of happiness. Just a morsel. No one's allowed more than a morsel of happiness. There we go. Now we're endowed with a morsel of happiness. So let's see. We could eat pot roast. That seems like the logical thing to eat since it's been cooking for such a long time. But in theory, we could also eat a bagel with cream cheese. Well, let's go ahead and dig into the pot roast. Let's see how it tastes. I don't know what I'm doing looking in there. Here's a ladle. This is good for ladling. We got a fork and a knife as well, so that we can stab things. Alright, I'm going to use this kind of flat bowl here. I already watched you eat for like 15 minutes just a second ago. You're just being ridiculous. You can't possibly still be hungry. Oh yeah. That's nice and tender. Put some potatoes. Get a carrot here. A little bit more potatoes. Could use another carrot. There. Alright. That's a good starting spot right there. Just leave this ladle and this knife right here. This is nice and fatty. This piece that I got anyway. This untrimmed tri-tip, which means it still has fat on it. We'll see if this needs any salt or anything. It might. It's not inconceivable. So I see we're not getting a lot of action here on a Saturday morning, but Money's here. Money says, are you optimistic or pessimistic regarding the adoption maturity of typology and the status quo? Maybe pessimistic, I guess. Mr. Kartoffel, hello. I would say without a doubt, this needs a little salt. So let's go get some salt. There. Now let's try it. It's a lot better with some salt. Do I live alone? No, I live with my wife. What time is it for me? It's 8:52 a.m. And you might say, well, Eric, surely that's late enough for the cartoons to have come out. Yeah, you'd think so, right? You'd think so. But no, not on Saturday. There. On Saturday, they come out very late. Try it, Trouble. It's good. Beef. I think the first time I've tried it, I've been cooking ever since. It's quite good, but it definitely needs salt. which I put on it, and now it's delicious. I also got up in the middle of the night this morning and started a new pot of coffee, a new percolator full of coffee. This has the same texture as that beef they use at Chipotle. Probably even softer than that. Not beef. I'm pretty sure it is. So this is a good breakfast. It's gonna get better when it cooks even longer. I'm just gonna let it keep cooking all day today too, you know. And then the flavors will really start to come together to get much more flavorful. At the moment it's a little bland, right? That's why I need salt on it. It's a mix of donkey and coyote. A delicious blend of donkey and coyote meats, seasoned with just a hint of salmonella. It's very good. Not great. It'll get better. That's the nice thing about crock potting things is good one, KM Inc. That earns you a wonder point. A donkey coyote sausage is known as a Don Quixote. In Mexican culture, where it originated with the Miacataca people, with the native Nakashaka people of Michoacan. You can tell how good a pot roast is by drinking the juice. This pot roast needs another 6 hours. It's a little bland. Because, I mean, when you're cooking with a crock pot, forget the 6-8 hours thing. Start thinking in terms of like 24 hours, 30 hours, or whatever. If you put a lot of liquid in there, no problem. It'll go for that long. Yeah, this is a useful little cardboard thing from the Brisk lemonade box. All right, now it's time to go to my Supreme Home coffee station. We're gonna load up the cup with some delicious brown sup. We're gonna put in some creamer, like we were Andrea Beamer. Who's Andrea Beamer? I don't know. We're gonna stir in the cup, like we were Arthur B. Dutt. Now, are we done making this coffee yet? No. Don't be crazy. You guys are being crazy again. We're not done making that coffee. We've got additional creams to put in. as I make my way towards my eventual coffee entitled The Sweet Six Cream Party. This has currently only 3 creams in it. I can hit it with a fourth. I could hit it with a little bit of this milk, too. Now we got 4 creams in the coffee. But I want to get some almond milk, some soy milk. Then it'll be a sweet 6 cream party. Isn't that a great idea? I could sell this drink along with my Sierra Wholesome Cracker Crust Pizza. Do all XNTPs make their coffee half creamer? I don't know. Thought to ask you this in a dream, so here it is. Which function is utilized for memory palace? What's memory palace? But generally, SI links to memory. As far as memory palace, I don't know. I mean, I've never gotten to go to memory palace before. Is that where it's like all the memories are made out of like gold and ivory and stuff? Here at Memory Palace, we have only the finest of memories. Here at Memory Palace, where the Memory King and Queen live, we have only the finest in memory accessories. Made by Tiffany in 1921, this memory holder is cast in ebony and gilt. If I'm perceiving my internal from an external type perspective, is it still SI? That question doesn't make any sense. In other words, if I'm an extrovert, do I still have SI? Yes. It's SI warped to my dominant functions purposes, but my SI is still an introverted attentional directionality or whatever. You need to spend a little more time in the memory palace, Jeremiah Figs. You need to sit down and have a chat with the king and queen, prince and princess of memory. Maybe duel their champion. You need to up your skills levels, develop some jutsus. You just need to spend a lot more time in the dungeon before you're ready to do battle, you know. You need to spend some time leveling up solo. Or perhaps what you need to do is find some sort of special ring or sword or whatever that brings with it enormous powers. Because it's like Jordan Peterson says, your job is to slay dragons. Failing that, clean your room. I'm sorry, I'm a little stuck in isekai mode at the moment. If you've ever been in isekai mode, you know that you're constantly preparing to be transported to another world where you have OP powers. It looks like the Woodland Friends want some more cutlets. All right, woodland friends. I'll give you more cutlets. There you go, Squirrely. Well, threw some over here as well. There you go. Enjoy your cutlets. Alright, so they will no doubt calm down and enjoy some cutlets pretty soon. But in the interim, I've got some good news. All this walking around appears to have jostled loose another poop. Now, I'll admit, I started this morning, before I started streaming, I had a nice poop. And that made me feel like, hey, okay, I'm feeling pretty ready to start the day. But it was just a pre-quake. The main event is on its way right now. You look at those jackets while I poop. Okay, Bubbles. Hi. Excuse me. I gotta put this stool here. The stool, you might call it. Oh, yeah. That's some fine grade A choice cut poop. That's the kind of poop that'll win you the Nobel Prize for pooping. Which I've long thought I deserved. I wouldn't be surprised if I've pooped on live stream more than any other YouTuber. Do you think I can make that claim? The #1 live stream pooper in the world. Because I generally do bring you over here to the bathroom with me, you know. So that you can enjoy the pooping too. KE doesn't like it, but she's known to be a little prissy. Ah, well, it certainly does feel nice to get some poop out of your body. Because who wants to carry around a bunch of brown, stinky stuff? Nobody, that's who. All right. Good job, Eric, with the pooping. I'm turning the light off. Trying to save electricity. No, it's not The Shining. Other people have commented that seems like kind of a spooky hallway. Is that who said I've never fannied around in the palace? What came first, chicken or egg? The chigagan. Half chicken, half egg, all poultry. There are subtle cues that we put together would represent unique archetypes that compel the status of current collective consciousness. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. We're in the 21st century, I think. Last I checked. I don't check my century that often, but BSFLE, which is to say big sneezes for little Eric. Hi, Isabella. How's it going? You remind me of a lake I've been to one time, namely Lake Isabella. You remind me so much of that lake. So yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what we're doing here on this live stream. We're just killing time. Thanks to Saturday, day of late cartoons. Supposedly it's raining outside right now, but I didn't see any rain when I was out there. Thank you, Hero Lamb. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for being for saying that I'm welcome. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. So I had a sad conversation with Isaiah Rude last night, who's having challenges with alcohol and who needs to quit drinking. There's just no way around it, you know. But people who quit drinking, who need to quit drinking, in my experience, spend a certain amount of time dithering about it, trying to figure out some third alternative to not drinking or drinking way too much. Nubad e Zatsu, Japanese samurai, circa 1524. He was a tough guy. He was tough as nails. He could samurai chop a giant oak tree into pieces Gemini says good morning. Gemini Mama, sorry. I I failed to see that the Mama was part of your name. Now I assume that symbol in between Gemini and Mama is the symbol for Gemini. That's my guess. I don't know all my astrological symbols, but could be the symbol for Gemini. Could be um, Roman numeral 2, I guess. Sure, Isaiah Rude. Of course. Anytime. Obviously, I wish you the best. Hope you figure it out. Oh, I see KM Inc. Well, you know, someone told Isaiah this that sobriety offers you everything that alcohol promises and doesn't deliver. I do not agree with that. I think that alcohol promises and delivers what alcohol promises and delivers. And there's nothing else in the world that does that. That's what makes it such a abusable substance, right? Is because it's so good at being what it is and doing what it does. Sobriety doesn't offer you that. It's something that I've dealt with for the last 10 years. There is no good alternative to alcohol. But but anything is better than being an alcoholic. I am from Uzbekistan and my name is Haja Murad. Well, hi Haja Murad. Welcome to Uzbekistan. I cut down because it makes me depressed for some reason. Well, I think in my experience, it made me hate myself all the time. Feel ashamed of myself all the time. Made me feel physically sick a lot. So there were certainly a lot of reasons for me to quit drinking. At a certain point, your body just can't handle it anymore. But good job, Isaiah Rude. Thank you. Thank you for transubstantiating a bong rip to me. I'm not sure you have the transubstantiation power, but maybe you do. Oh wait, I think I I think I felt that one. Maybe you do have the transubstantiation power. It really triggers anxiety for some too, either in the moment or the day after. For some reason, caffeine calms you down. Oh, okay, cool. Um, well, caffeine is, a very mild stimulant of some kind, but I don't find it works very well for me in that capacity. Maybe because I drink too much coffee. Do you Mia arrive Uzbekistan? I don't know what that question means. I've never been to Uzbekistan, if that's what you're asking. I've never been there. Not even sure really where it is, to be honest. Somewhere Like, it seems like a combination of Eastern Europe and the Middle East. Uzbekistan. I'll have to look it up. Where is Uzbekistan? Somewhere below Russia. It's a good answer. Well, it's below Kazakhstan. Well, I didn't know Kazakhstan was so big. Kazakhstan is quite big. It's bigger than Mongolia. So, like in Russia, if you go east from Moscow, quite some distance, and then go south, you go to Kazakhstan, and you keep going south, you go to Uzbekistan. Georgia is between Ukraine and Kazakhstan. To give you some reference. Russia's a big country. You know what? So is America. I'm not planning on going to Uzbekistan anytime soon, no. I'm not opposed to going to Uzbekistan, but I'm not currently planning on going to Uzbekistan anytime soon. Russia is huge. The stands are far from me, but Russia is also my neighbor here. Where are you from? KM Incorporated. Russia's a menace, I say. A menace to free and civil society. You're British but living in Finland? I've actually been to Finland before, although only to the airport because I was traveling to Moscow and I had to stop in Finland to change planes, you know. I didn't leave the airport, but I have been on the ground in Finland before. So, you know, not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people have been to Finland. Can you send number? Hmm. No. I don't even know what you mean. No, thank you. Find somebody else. This is the first time you've ever even been here. Yeah, I sampled the ground, is right. What is my job? Well, what is my job? That's an interesting question. At the moment, my job is to get this property we just bought ready for rental. We just closed escrow on it a little while ago. Like Wednesday, I think it was. And yesterday, Rachel and I went and got the power turned on and um, I got the internet turned on. I gotta do some painting in there. Once the internet's actually turned on, which will be on Wednesday, I mean, we set it all up, you know. On Wednesday, then I'll start live streaming from over there as I'm doing the work I gotta do. And once the property's ready for rental, then we're gonna rent it as a vacation rental. And we live just down the street, so we will we'll go over there every day after people stay there and clean, get it ready for the next people to stay there. You know, like a hotelier kind of. That's one thing I got going on, but I'm not what you'd call heavily employed. I used to be. My job for many years was professional debate coach. I I had a very successful debate team that won a lot of competitions. I have a big coaching legacy, which is to say, debaters that debated for me, like at some point, go on to become very successful coaches and or up, you know, next age group debaters or whatever. And my assistant coaches went on to do great things as well. So I feel pretty proud of my legacy in debate. You know, I touched a lot of lives. I'm very happy because for I meet you. I like the way you write that sentence. That's some funny sounding English. It would be fun to debate some nonsense sometimes like why jam should replace the water in Olympic pools. I like that idea. Olympic jam swimming sounds like a great event. Casey White, hello. I bet times would be substantially slower in the jam swimming event than in regular water. So I don't even think debate is over already. KM Inc. I think we're all in favor of jam replacing water in Olympic swimming events. In fact, well, we'll find out if we're all in favor of it right now. Okay? Should jam replace water in Olympic swimming events? Let's go. Let's find out. Let's find out what the people think. Should jam replace water in Olympic swimming events? Yes or no? If I could vote, I know my vote would be yes, for sure. A marmalade is a form of jam, okay? I call bullshit on your definitions. Jam, jelly, or marmalade, any of them count as jam. All right, Casey White, keep that in mind when voting. If you prefer a pool full of marmalade, then you're on the jam side. What time is it? It's almost 9:30. Thank you for reminding me. The next cartoon that I want to watch does come out at 9:30, but I'm probably not going to watch it right away. I'm going to kill a little more time here in the live stream on the grounds that the other cartoons that I want to watch don't come out till later even. I might as well meow some meow, you know? All right, it says it's raining No, it says it's not raining right now, but it's going to be raining at 11 o'clock. From 11 to 2, it's going to be raining. Then from 3 to 7, it's going to be raining. Then from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., it's going to be raining. That's what it says. So that's good. We'll get some more water. We could always use some more water in California. We're never like, darn this water. I wish we would get less of it. No, no, no. Marmalade is citrus. Good luck to you, Isaiah says here, Lamb. I'm in the words of Nadir. I have to destroy my opponent, and now he's running scared. Well, no, I don't think so, because the whole idea of replacing water with jam is to increase the viscosity. Okay, you're using some kind of wild equivocation to assume that differences in the food quality of the substance you're going to be swimming through are determinant in this matter. Absolutely not the case. It's viscosity. It could be Vaseline for all I care. Okay. All those things count as jam. Everything with a jam like viscosity. Just admit it, KM Inc. The matter is determined by viscosity, not by fruit. Just admit it. You're dealing with a professional debate coach here. Well, you're not going to be eating your pool water, KM. All right? So you're just going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with it. All right? You're the only person in the world who wants to eat your pool water. Everybody else knows that's gross. For one thing, they put chlorine in pool water. So there's going to be chlorine in your jam or marmalade or whatever, jelly, chutney maybe. I think maybe they should swim through chutney. That'd be the best thing for them. All right, get ready for some squirrel watch. You're going to be thrilled by this. It's going to be so good for you. A lot of little birds coming around too. Cause everybody loves cutlets. Yes, everybody loves cutlets. Whether you're a squirrel or a bird or whatever else, you love cutlets. You can see him really he's like, I cannot eat enough of these. These are so good. I can't believe I found this pile of cutlets just sitting right here. What a lucky squirrel I am. That's what he's thinking right now. Or she. You can tell if they turn around and lift their tail up because squirrels have pretty big nuts, Yes, enjoy your cutlets. I will never get full of these. They are so good. Oh my God, I just want to hold them in my little hands and just eat them one after another. It's good for the squirrel. It gives it plenty of protein, which I'm sure is in relatively short supply in nature for squirrels. I mean, there's other nuts they can eat, but they're not going to find very frequently a big pile of sunflower seeds in nature the way that I provide sunflower seeds. Maybe at the end of sunflower season, but I've not really seen many sunflowers around here, so. I can't believe these jam lovers moved into the area. Is that little squirrel missing fur? No, it didn't look to be missing any fur. They have plenty of cutlets even in the winter, so I don't think they're having any kind of nutrient deficiency. Black oil sunflower seeds, coconut oil seed and peanut snack balls, huh? Okay, with 13 votes in so far in 7 minutes, yes, we're looking to replace water with jam in Olympic swimming events, and I'm excited by it. I'm excited to see how that goes. We're going to really have to, it's like now if people want to break a world record, they're really going to have to swim hard. Speaking of things I got to plant, I want to get some wheat seeds, so to speak. Grow some wheat. Black oil sunflower seeds was a hit for a grunge band fronted by Chris Cornell. Good to know. Good to know. And that's one to grow on. Somehow I just knew somehow that this pot roast was going to be a little bland. And it is a little bland. But it just needs to cook another 6 or 8 hours and then it'll be less bland. That does make you kind of the opposite of her. I think you might have been talking about Black Hole Sun. So you might have been slightly off there. But I could be wrong about that. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure what the name of the guy who fronted Soundgarden was. I'm just intuiting some stuff right now, okay? Because I am an intuitive. And that makes me pretty special. I got it. I got the nonsense citation, so that's if I could get wonder points for myself, I would have one now, but I unfortunately cannot. All right. Oh, thanks, the KM token. Actually, I really would like to make wonder points into a blockchain token. So, the only way you could get it would be to be awarded them by me. Okay. So, we're going to do this question here. Which word is best? Skibidi. Gat. Bomboclats. Or Riz. Which one is best? Let's find out. Which word is best? Skibidi, Giat, Bomboclats, or Riz? Hi, KE. Boy Pals and Lady Pals. That's what you could rename this channel. Boy Pals and Lady Pals. I just spat coffee on my table as you said Bomboclats. I wasn't expecting that at all. Well, yeah, it's one of the words. It's one of the words that you can choose from here. Bomboclats is winning the early voting with Skibidi in second. These are all young people words, Lou. Bomboclats means like these bunch of idiots or whatever. So I might say, when these Skibidi Bomboclats see my Riz, they're all like, yeah. Yeah, it's a Jamaican insult. I had to Google all four of these words. Um, because young people come around and say these things, and I did not know what they meant. I like Skibidi. Yeah, I think it's a good word. Skibidi is kind of Riz is charisma, but it's essentially just sexual harassment in the street. Well, not my kind of Riz, okay? I'm pronouncing it wrong? Okay, how do you pronounce it? If it's not Skibidi? Skibidi? You know, I Googled it, so I didn't hear it pronounced. Skibidi, that's what I said. It's Skibidi. Oh, it's Skibidi, not Skibidi. Skibidi. Skibidi Bomboclats. Well, I don't like it that way as much. I don't want the emphasis to be on the first syllable. Who cares? It's a stupid word anyways. It's Dynagy. Well, then maybe you want to pick Giat, Dynagy. These Skibidi Bomboclats, see my Riz, they'd be all like, yeah. Well, now I know. Now I know. Dinah G picked Riz. All right. I don't think Riz is necessarily sexual harassment, is it? Person can have charisma without sexually harassing somebody. And a skibbity pap is when a cat attacks with no claws, when they just slap. It's skibbity paps. I have looked up skibbity toilet. I mean, I'm aware that that's where it comes from, but I've not seen it. I don't want to see it, I don't think. Well, according to feminists, an unattractive man rizzing her is harassment. Kids use Riz differently. It's generally horning sex into a conversation. Oh, like, nice weather we're having. Hey, what size bra do you wear? Like that? Would that be Riz? Oh, yeah, I can tell you directions to the train station. By the way, I can see the outline of your panties. Nice weather. Are you wet? Ah. Well, I don't mean it like that, okay? I do not mean it like that. When I'm talking about my Riz, it's just my natural charisma, okay? Just my winning smile and positive attitude that I'm talking about. I'm not trying to Riz anybody because I've got a wonderful, beautiful, perfect wife. And it's the only person I sexualize. And KE occasionally, just for kicks, because. No, gyat means god damn it. Like, god damn. That's that's foxy or something, you know. KE one time said here that she doesn't like to be sexualized. Obviously, that's a surefire way to ensure that you periodically get sexualized. Not that I ever sexualized her. See, that was the thing. She was overreacting. Gat was for gun. No, that's gat. That's just GAT. Ah, busy days and a restless mind. I had it first. You had the disease of Riz or what? KE is very close to my name. Should I get a lawyer? Maybe. All right. With 8 votes in, I'm going to end this poll. Bombaclats is the winner. Congratulations, Bombaclats. Giat got 0 votes. I'm sorry for you, Giat. I don't mean to make you feel bad. Well, it's 9:46. I think I'd like to kill a little more time because if I just start watching cartoons now, I just have to wait again after the first cartoon. So you got to save up some time so you can watch them back to back to back to back, you know. Because I got like maybe 4+ cartoons to watch today. Bombaclad does sound like the name of an adorable little animal. I've been Jordan Petersoning reasonably well lately, as far as slaying dragons and cleaning my room goes. You can see your face through the screen. Right there. Look at it. There it is. There you are, KE. Featured, highlighted here on Talking to Fence People. one of, if not the most amazing moment of your life. Have I been thinking of the lobster? I've not been thinking of the lobster. I thought you mean crying. No, we're not crying today. We're not crying. We might cry during anime as it comes on later. But other than that, we're not crying today. It's a zero crying day. Yeah, your privacy is being violated right now, KE. It's another thing that you don't like, along with being sexualized. So we gotta figure out a way to both sexualize you and violate your privacy at the same time. For example, hey, looks like you got some real childbearing hips. How about that? Want something else violated equals Riz. Childbearing hips are a good thing because um, you have some judgmental haters. Don't we all, KE? Don't we all? That just means you're doing something right. They might watch this and talk behind my back about how free I am. Well, you know why that happens, right? It starts with an is and ends with a lom. Let's not lie to ourselves about that. Yeah, Isaiah Root says he does too. A lot of people can't stand me. A lot of people can't stand me either. But going back to the childbearing hips thing, uh, how long a childbirth is, apparently, easier childbirths lead to happier, calmer, more content people, and more difficult childbirths lead linked to problems. So having childbearing hips is a good thing. My first wife had childbearing hips, and our child came out like bam, like her water broke. We got to the hospital, the baby came out. It was just like bam, bam, bam. So that was good. Um, hips don't lie. Hips don't lie. You can tell in advance whether your woman's going to have an easy or difficult childbirth, probably by how wide her hips are apart from each other. So, my first wife's hips didn't lie. She popped a baby right out. It was just like 1, 2, 3, BABY. So, that was good. And Delilah does seem to be happy, mostly healthy. She's got a couple little health problems, but not huge things. She gets migraines and she has ovarian cysts. Maybe she probably probably wouldn't really appreciate me telling everybody that, but I'm assuming that she's not gonna care too much about me talking about the fact that she has ovarian cysts. Uh, that can't be 100% accurate. My little sister was born really quick and easy, and she's got a shit ton of anxiety. Stop giving her your grains, then. I don't know why, but there are many such beliefs I had since I was young. It's okay, I have them too. It is okay. Yeah, I probably will play it again. Ovarian cysts. Is that what you guys are talking about? Well, I don't know if you saw the last time I played it, but I've gotten a little bit better at it. I get the concept of it, like how to make things and stuff. I kind of enjoy it, really, but where I stopped at the moment, it's like I'm out of wood, I'm in a cave, it's night, and I have to wait until morning to go get more wood. I barricaded myself in so I don't get attacked. I keep losing my place in the world. Like, I need a map or something. I've got all these long dungeons dug out, right? And inside this mountain. But I keep losing the entrances every time I go outside to get wood. You can make a map, really? Well, that's convenient. Okay, you guys look. Let's see. Where do you want to look today? How about you look that way? There. Isn't that a nice symmetrical looking picture? Everyone enjoys symmetry. Let me turn it around, actually, so that I can continue to read things well meowing. Okay, there's a less symmetrical picture, but PCOS is common. Does that stand for poop constipation occasionally syndrome? I have that. Maybe even more than occasionally. So anyway, I do like Minecraft. I like it more than I expected. I just haven't played it that much yet. Polycystic ovary syndrome. Oh, PCOS. PPAP. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. Polyphonic ostrich systems. Where's the C? At the end of polyphonic? Oh. Good answer, Kaheem. The C is silent. I mean invisible. It's both silent and invisible. So, sometimes her ovarian cysts cause her pain, and then it doesn't for a while. But KE, don't forget to be sexualized in a privacy violating way today. It's an important part of a daily breakfast. By somebody's Riz, okay? Watch out for people rizzing you. All right, let's see. It's about 10 a.m. Let's look at the release schedule again and see what our cartoon release times are. So late on Saturday. So I already watched episode 7 of Tales of Wedding Rings. I stopped watching Firefighter Daigo Rescuer in Orange because it just wasn't that great. I don't watch A Sign of Affection. But looky here. Oh my goodness, this is pretty exciting. We've got at 9 a.m. was released Mashal, Magic and Muscles, the Divine Visionary Candidate Exam Arc, episode 18 came out at 9. At 9:30, Solo Leveling, episode 7 came out, which is an excellent show. Solo Leveling is fantastic. And then at 10 is going to come out Blue Exorcist, Shamani Illuminati Saga, episode 6. At 10:45, Apothecary Diaries. I'm not sure I did finish the last episode of it, I guess. I was kind of falling asleep, I think, when I was watching it, though. At 11, The Strongest Tanks Labyrinth raids a tank with a rare 9999 resistance skill got kicked from the hero's party. Episode 6 is available. And then at 11:30, Kingdom Season 5, Episode 6 will be available. Correct those episode numbers. I'm looking at last week's to find out the timing on these. So I think we're about ready to watch cartoons. We're getting there. We're getting very close. Okay. Wow. I'm excited to see it. Now you've ruined it for me, KM Inc. Now you need to say spoiler alert before you say those things. It is 10 in the morning. It is not 8 p.m. The rest of the world needs to be Eric time plus or minus whatever. That's what the world needs to be. Then we can all be on the same page about what time it is. Sure, Luke. Watching TV makes you feel depressed. Well, I mean, watching bad TV makes me feel like depressed too, but watching excellent anime that I'm excited about does not make me depressed. So I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to watch some cartoons now. Have a great day. I might be back later. I usually am.